Hi all, welcome to my new video. As I promised, I'm shooting this video from a magnificent location in Greece. I'm in a village called Horto. It's in Pelion, and I'm in a tavern that was kind enough to let me host this video here. It's called Perigialli, and thank you, Nicoletta, for that. It is located in a beach, a semi-isolated beach, with magnificent surroundings. Just check here, check the sun, check the sea. Okay, this place is an exceptional location. Okay, really exceptional. And I'm not affiliated with this place at all, but I really like it. Okay, it's very peaceful, it's calm, and I'm actually staying right over there. Okay, so it's it's magnificent. Okay, I just get out of my room and hit the sea. So this brought me to a mood to create another video. Okay, that this time it is dealing with how to build a microservice, how to build actually any Java application using Docker. Because um, I've seen many examples. Okay, that I get provided with some applications that are inside supposed to be inside Docker containers, but they actually don't work. Okay, you cannot actually check them out from GitHub and run them. Okay, and the main issue is that all the developers, for example, assume that you have a sub-tab development environment, which is not only the case. For example, when you order a proof of concept, or when you order an essay for an interview, or whatever, okay, then it's pretty common that you need to run this inside a Docker container, okay, because you because you don't actually need to have the environment set up. So many developers, what do is that they create this proof of concept, or they create this deliverable, they upload it on GitHub, they create a Docker file, but this Docker files somehow usually sorry for the noise, assumes somehow that there is a jar contained there that will copy or whatever. So you can never actually be sure whether this is going to work, okay, to whatever person or company, whatever you do this deliverable. Okay, in order to cope with this, we need to actually build and run the whole project inside the Docker container. This has the huge benefit that the guy that is going to run this, or going to see this demo or whatever you're going to create, doesn't need to have a setup environment, doesn't need to even have a Java environment, okay, or whatever, nothing. He will just check out the code from GitHub or whatever repository, Azure DevOps, whatever he uses, okay, and run it. And that's it, okay. There is, of course, a, let's say, downtime for this is that you need more time in order to do that, okay. You need to compile it, okay, inside Docker container, which if you don't tune it correctly, for example, if you don't have a dedicated volume folder, volume created for your temporary folder and stuff, you might end up in some performance pitfalls when you build, but that's okay, minor, that depends on the case. So enough of the talking, I'm going to show you this also on a small PowerPoint presentation that I have created, and then we'll just go and get down to the code. I'm going to wear my lucky JEE.gr hat, and let's start. So as I told you, I'm going to show you some methods for Dockerizing a Java application properly. Excuse the noise, we're in an open space with children that want to enjoy this magnificent location as much as we do. Okay, and it's actually very nice to hear the summer voices. Okay, it's something that will allow you to let's say, live up to the strong winter that is ahead of us. Okay, now I'm Alexius Diakogiannis, as you all know. I'm a technical architect right now in Sopra Steria. Okay, please follow me on Twitter. Okay, and I also have other channels like YouTube and stuff. Okay, so please click subscribe or like or whatever. I will leave links for all stuff that I'm going to be using, like the link for this magnificent place. Okay, here and of course links for all the software. I'm also a GitKraken ambassador. GitKraken is a magnificent software so that you can manipulate Greek Git, sorry, Git, sorry, it's somewhere, Git repositories, and you can visualize everything. So it's kind of cool and kind of great. Okay, you'll see that. And now let's skip to the nice stuff. Okay, a typical flow, okay, that it is used, okay, when creating this kind of software, okay, is that the application is built and it produces a jar. Okay, right after that, the Docker, okay, built copies this jar into the container, and the jar is executed within the Docker container. Okay, as said before, okay, why do we need something else? The answer is clear. Because this process assumes a proper environment is already in place. Okay, you mean that I should have a proper Java version, I should have the proper environment variables, config files, etc. So if I am, for example, a tester, okay, or if I'm the receiver of a proof of concept or something that is going to be made by someone which I don't really know and I don't really interact with him, I probably won't have this and I will probably need to set them up. Okay, which will take time, will create stress, okay, and it's not going to be the optimal solution. Okay, so this process is not recommended for testing, delivery, and analysis. Okay, we need to be independent from the environment. In order to do that, we need to use chain builds. Okay, what are the chain builds? It means that the application, okay, it is built within the container and produces a jar. The Docker build will copy this jar to another chain container, okay, and the jar will be executed, okay, in this container. Now, enough with this talk, okay, let's go down to coding. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to use GitKraken, okay, and I'm going to start a new hosted repo directly on my GitHub account. Okay, the account is already selected here. Okay, and I'm going to tell this chained build demo. Okay, the air is pretty strong around, so if at some point I lose the camera, okay, don't be alarmed. Okay, so I'm going to call this chain build demo. Okay, I can do many stuff here. Okay, I can change the default branch name. I can use a git ignore template, so I will use one for Java. Okay, I can actually add a license. Let's some generic GNU generic public license. Okay, which because you are all free to get the code and do whatever you want with it. Okay, if I want, I can initialize a large file system. Okay, missing something, I guess. Yeah, where to clone to. Okay, so I'm going to clone this into a directory somewhere. Okay, let's go here and see developments, video. Okay, I'm going to clone this here. Okay, and I'm good to go. So create repository and clone. And as you can see, it's successfully created and it is now cloning. Okay, until this is until this is done, okay, I am going to go to Spring Initializer, okay, and I'm going to create a new, okay, let's call it, the name it will be chain build, okay, demo. I'm going to generate it, and in a matter of seconds, okay, it will start download. Excuse the internet connection, okay, it's pretty bad here, but cannot have it all. You cannot have a magnificent sea, okay, and very strong internet connection. It's not possible, I guess. Anyway, it is created. I'm going to open it now. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Sorry for the delay. Here it is. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to extract it onto C development video and the new folder that we just created for the cloning. So the chain build demo. Here it is. Aha, we have a git ignore as well. Okay, yeah, well, just keep it. Okay, we don't care. We don't actually really care. So we have cloned. We have cloned, and you can see we have the initial commit here. All the stuff in the in git kraken. Anyway, we're not going to spend much more time in that now. Okay, I'm just going to get down and start coding. Okay, see. Here we are. I'm just going to open Visual Studio Code. We don't need anything more. My laptop doesn't have a very good performance day today. I don't know why. That's okay. Maybe it's on vacation as well. Now, anyway, we are here. Okay, as you can see, we have the project on our left. So let's see what we have. Okay, let's examine the POM XML. Okay, it's a typical. So typical POM. I have a Java version right now installed. Okay, in my laptop. Okay, so if I do a Maven, I don't know, clean package. Okay, this should be built without a problem. Okay, because everything should be already there. But until it does that, okay, let's examine it. You will see that what it does, it just creates, okay, it starts from the Spring Boot starter, okay, and adds some dependencies here for testing and some standard plugins, okay, it's very small. Okay, actually, POM, as you can see, I'm going to skip this now just to. So as you can see, the build is done. Okay, everything is okay. Now let's assume that this project, okay, had let's say a requirement that it was, let's say, built that it needed Java 13 version. Okay, then if I'm trying to build this project, okay, I don't have Java 13 installed, so Maven would complain, okay, that I don't have it and the project will not be built probably. Okay, as you can see, the build is starting. Okay, it claims the target files, it tries to compile, and oh, I don't have the invalid target release 13. Oh, that a pity. Okay, so let's see how we're going to work around this. Okay, I'm switching back to 11. Okay, now I'm going to create a new file that it will be called Docker build, which is the default name, okay, for the Docker files, okay. And I'm going to cheat a little bit. I have created a gist, okay, here. So for all of you, here it is. I will just paste it right over there. Now let's start discussing it. Okay. Now, of course, you all know sorry, Docker build. Sorry, Dockerfile. Sorry. Nah, much better now. As you can see, okay, it starts from this Docker image, a Maven 3.6 image that uses JDK 11, some labels here, okay, and what it does, it takes all the source code, okay, and it copies it to slash usr up inside this container. Then it uses Maven to do a proper build, okay. After that, it will create a new one, okay, that will be from the adopt OpenJDK project, okay, 11 with OJ9. It's going to copy from the previous container that we have called it, okay, here build, okay. And as you can see, this name should be identical with this name here, okay. It's going to copy the jar file that is going to be created, okay, inside this new container, and then it's going to run the container. Okay, I'm just going to call it app.jar, okay, because this is the name inside the container, okay, so it doesn't really care about the name. And over here we need to have the name of the produced jar. Usually this name is, as you can see in the POM XML, it is the artifact ID, which is called demo, followed by a dash and the version. Okay, sorry, the chain build demo, the name here, followed by the dash with the version. I'm going to show you a way of how to parameterize that later, okay, so that you can actually use the versioning. For now, I'm going to do another trick. I'm going to go to the build section and I'm going to add, okay, a tag that is called final name. I will just call it, okay, app demo. So the jar that's going to be produced will be the app demo.jar. So I'm going to put that here. And I'm going to show you later again. Okay, I'm something didn't go well here. Okay, so I'm going to show you later how you can fix that and how you can parameterize that, because in a real environment you would probably need to use versioning and stuff, especially when this is going to be deployed to an Artifactory. So if I haven't done anything stupid, this probably will work as it is. So let's try it. So I'm going to write docker, okay, build dot, which means that it will find the Docker file in the same directory. Okay, minus t as a tag, Diakogiannis slash demo jar latest. S- sorry for this. But as you know, Murphy's Law. So the building starts. Okay, it transfers what it needs to transfer. Okay, from the Docker Hub repository. Okay, it is building. I have already downloaded before. Okay, so I won't probably have any issues. And we have a when we have a failed build because we failed to solve with frontend Dockerfile to create what? Failed to do the request. Oh, we have an internet connection issue. Oh, too bad. Let's try again. Well, this time the internet worked. Okay, so we don't have an issue. And as you can see now, it runs the Maven build. Okay, so it does what it needs to do from the Maven build. It will download what it needs to do and will do the build as if it was locally okay on your computer. Now we wait, and I'm going to fast forward this part. Okay, so probably on so that you can go directly to the end. And we're done. As you can see now, the building is there. Okay, so we have created the Docker image. All what we need to do is to run it. If we open Docker Windows here, you will see that we have this image created in our local repository. It's 480 megabytes, which is quite okay. Okay, so now let's run it and see what we have. Okay, so we do is Docker. Okay, run. Okay, Diakogiannis slash demo app latest. So it's going to, come on. It's demo jar. Okay, sorry. Sorry guys for that. Okay, but I mistyped the name. But it's this place to blame. Sorry. It's so beautiful. It takes your mind away. So let's put the correct name here. So it's Docker Run, and the name which is Diakogiannis slash demo jar on the latest stack. And as you can see, Spring is started. Okay, and it runs. So as you can see, this is in use. And that's about it. So, okay, what we demoed now, we demoed how to create a Docker image file, okay, a Docker build file that will execute a chain build and will do two things. First of all, it will copy all the source code, okay, from your project inside the container. It will build it using Maven. It will take the jar, okay, and it will copy it, okay, to another container that will run it. In this way, we're able to overcome issues like Java versions, environment specific issues and stuff. Okay, if you like this video, okay, just click the subscribe button, just like it, or follow me on Twitter, read my blog, or whatever you want, or don't do anything, okay, it's your call. Um, and I will drop under this video a link to the guest that contains that contains this file, and also to the repository that I just showed you that I use Git Kraken for. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much, Perigalli Tavern. And again, if you come to Greece, visit Horto, visit Volos, visit this place because yeah, okay, I will show this once more. Okay, it's it's a beauty. Okay, thank you all. I hope you enjoyed this video. Okay, and hope to see you in another one. Bye.